And when I see Kiyarostami's films, when I see The Olive Trees, when I see ABC Africa, Where is the Home of My Friend, or The Wind Will Carry Us, or any of these pictures, the last section of 5, the fifth episode, I think. I mean, I found that purity again. I found that I found that I wanted to spend the time with the people in these films. It was like a cleansing to spend time with the spirit of those films, those worlds, the spirit of the artistry, which makes me see people in the world in a new, refreshing, and hopeful way. Yeah. Simplicity, we talk about simplicity with Kiyarostami, of course, of us, but purity being the key, but it's not easy. You know, many of Abbas's features are complex. Taste of Cherry is very complex, and Certified Copy, which is a beauty, is certainly complex. But they're there to be peeled away to get to the essential core at the center. And I'm thinking of Close-Up. I've been thinking of Close-Up since I've seen it after that festival, you know, which, by the way, we had a great time at. Became very good friends. I'm thinking of Sabzian. Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah. In Close-Up, when he's speaking before the court about why he pretended to be Moshe Makhmalbaf. Quote, "They gave me their attention." He's talking about the family now that he deceived. "They gave me their attention and respect," he says of the family. Quote, "Because of my passion for cinema, and above all because they respected me and supported me morally, I really got into the part. It encouraged me to play the role better, to where I even felt I was a director. I really was. But when I'd leave and I'd head back home, I'd have to shed the character." Unquote. You know, what he couldn't do in his everyday life, the life of a poor guy who couldn't even afford to buy his kids some treats, he could do that in the role of Makhmalbaf. And that is interact one-on-one with the members of the family without being judged or condescended to or ignored altogether. Through the experience of cinema, creating cinema, even without film and the camera, he exists and he matters. You know, why did he have to play the role of a director? Well, he could have been a businessman, but it's not about money. It's not about money. It's about mutual respect. It's about humanity. And it's really the cinema that's inspired him. It's maybe a definition of cinema itself. Maybe it's the reason why we create, to matter, to exist. So I'm so moved by this. I was so moved by that film. That was a complete change in terms of seeing the world again. I know I'm repeating myself, but it really is an extraordinary film.